Okay, apparently we're live. Woo! All right, so we're going to start the PTC meeting. We're a little late. Thank you all for being patient with me. Anna first is going to do just a verbal approval of the minutes from our last meeting. 8, 9, and 10 are your squares that you can stand.
Just to recap from the minutes taken from open house, Brandy began the meeting. We introduced the board. Brandon went over the budget. It was approved. We went over the different ways to communicate, the online ptc.org, the Remind app, Facebook app, and our email. The membership drive dates were 8/23 to 9/6, which I believe was changed because of the weather days. Our monthly meetings are held at 6 p.m. in the library. The volunteer meeting was scheduled for September 7th at 6:30 in the library. The popcorn forms were available to sign up that evening. They were also being sent home. $7 for the year for 1 bag per student. If you wanted 2 bags, it was $14 for the year. That deadline was also originally set for 9/6, rescheduled because of the weather. And that was basically everything we went over. Meeting was adjourned for PTC's portion at 6:15 on both evenings. So that's my recap. Thank you all. PTC minutes are also available online on the PTC website if anybody wants to go through and read over them as well.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the minutes? Ooh, I haven't done this since last year. I'm rusty. Can I get a second? Thank you. All right, Brandon, do you have a treasurer report?
Yes, ma'am. Being that we're the first meeting since we started all the popcorn things, I'll go over a few things. As of the end of August, our PTC account has $47,406.26. Our lemonade fundraiser from open house netted us $50. Right now, membership for the year, our membership totals are at $3,297. So I don't.
What was the projected membership?
28?
I think it was 20. I think it was 28.
Yeah.
And we actually were significantly higher than what we were last year. Popcorn. Popcorn. Last year we were at 523 bags. This year we were at 527 bags. Last year, our student population is higher this year. Last year, our percentage was at about 75% participation. This year, we're at 73% participation with 527 bags. 473 of our 640 or roughly students are participating. And that is it.
Awesome. Okay, so that was your updates on your membership drive and your popcorn update. Our free dress, so the back of your agendas have a calendar for Facebook. I posted them earlier as well. Our free dress for those of you that join PTC is going to be next Wednesday. That's the 27th. And that's if you join the PTC. Yeah. And then we're going to send home little free dress passes for that too, so you'll get a reminder before that time next week. All right, so new business. Symposium is right around the corner. I think we're at 7 weeks from now. It's also on your calendar. I'm trying not to count. 6 weeks. I'm trying not to count because it's stressing me out. So we've talked about our theme. It's going to be West Fest, which will focus on the festivals of Louisiana. We should have a t-shirt design by the end of the week. Final t-shirt design. This will be hard to see, but I'll pass it around and I'll let the camera look at it. We have some symposium work days that are listed on your calendar. We are going to try and make these about yay high, these pictures, paint them, put them up at symposium so the kids can take pictures with them. It's very detailed and ambitious, so please feel free to join us because it's going to be a lot of hard work to make these. But there's a crawfish, an alligator, and then our little eagle from the fun run, and a frog. Oh, there's that frog.
What is Symposium?
So Symposium is an event that we do every year, and it rotates between 5 different subjects. So this year it's Louisiana, Last year it was art. The year before that it was history, and then science and math. So one of those 5 subjects, and you pick a theme within that subject. And we spend the day on the back playground, and every kid gets to do anywhere from 5 to 8 activities. There's usually something edible. We have them all set up under big tents. People from the community donate tents. Last year we had LA SOAR, the Children's Museum. Oh, I'm gonna forget who else we had. Face painting from Laura Westbrook. There's Canes was there. Canes is always there. And so we just get a bunch of people together, and it gives the kids a chance to do some sort of hands-on activity based on that subject and that theme that we're doing. So, so far this year we have the Music Academy of Acadiana and Acadian Village on board. We still need at least another 5 tents or so. So if you have anybody who's festival related and you think you can get them to come, we would love to have them. I do have a modest budget. I've also had a business or two offer to sponsor somebody else's activity. So that's something that we can look into. If they want to be there and they don't have the funds, that's something that we can do as well. It'll be October 27th. Our work days are going to be the 30th of September, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 21st, so that we'll be ready by the 27th. If we'll have times and stuff lined out as we get closer. If you don't follow us on Facebook or check the website, we'll try and send out reminders as those days come out too. Let's see.
And what's being passed around is the photo backdrop
Yeah.
that we're going to attempt to do. It'll be like a second line, and we're going to try and decorate umbrellas for the kids to hold up for their pictures this year. So get the festival spirit.
And I'm hoping that either the Music Academy of Acadiana or some local band, high school or UL's band, wants to come and actually have a second line. So I've lived in Louisiana for 7 years now, and I've never actually seen one in real life. So I'm super excited about that part. So, and I still need help with Symposium. So the things, they get a shirt for Symposium. That 2-week period of shirts, I'll need help doing deposits, where you just come in the morning, you write down how people paid, handle the money, count it, and that's pretty much it. But it's what, 8 to 10 usually in the morning-ish? So it's weekdays.
We start our deposits before 10.
Before 10, right. So it's, if you know anybody who's available during those times, even if it's 1 day a week, we could definitely use the help.
Monday or Friday.
Yeah.
And repeat the dates for the work days.
The work days. I have the 30th of September and the 1st of October, the 8th of October, the 15th of October, and the 21st. That's it for Symposium, unless anybody else has any other questions. Okay. Appreciation Committee. Rochelle, do you want me to touch on? Oh, yeah.
Actually, I know the new VI teacher had talked about somehow putting a tip together to give the children the experience of like using a cane or to go through a little maze or something.
Okay.
So who do I talk to, or who do I get her in touch with to like grow that idea and find volunteers? And
That's just for Symposium, or like something
no,
to
for
do with you?
Symposium to
Okay.
like have a
That's,
space where.
so that would be me. Just
Yeah.
put her in touch with me,
Right. I
because
mean,
I'm
we
a
could
chair.
feature like famous blind Louisianians or something. Or,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd love to work on that. So, yeah, send her my way, and we'll figure something out. Okay. Do you want to do this? You want me to do appreciation stuff? Come on. Yeah.
So we're still looking for someone to take over our appreciation days if anybody's interested. Our first thing that we have going on is our first court day. So what we do, the teachers have their parent-teacher conferences coming up, and we provide snacks and drinks for them. So I'll send out time to sign up. You'll see that on the website and on Facebook. And it's just asking you to donate snacks and drinks. And you can choose whatever you like. Just sign up and bring it the day before. And we'll have a cart going around to bring snacks and drinks for the teachers. They're usually here from, 11 to 7. And they don't get much of a break. So we try to thank them for their hard work and give them a snack and a drink and
Feed them so nobody gets
yeah, so
hungry.
they don't pass out or anything. And we have another one in December, but
So we're gonna pass snacks out the day before the conferences. Last year we tried it the day of, and we were kind of dodging parents and stuff in the hallways. So we'll pass some out the night before and go around to all the classrooms, and then have a little setup that we'll leave in the teacher's lounge for the day of conferences too.
So it's good for people who can't give their time because they're working. You can send a snack and still participate. And we'll probably need, maybe 2 people to push the carts around, but it's really easy.
Which is a lot of fun because then you get to go visit with all
Yeah,
the
you get
teachers
to
and
meet
meet
all
the
the
ones you
teachers.
haven't met yet. All right. So the last thing on my new business, playground workday. So if you haven't seen the new playground yet, you should because it's awesome. Take a spin down that slide because it's a good slide, even for grown-ups. The day we had the playground installed, we were able to repaint about half of the old stuff before it started raining. So we've got about half left to go. So we're gonna get here on October 7th. It's a Saturday, 8 in the morning.
8 o'clock. We're gonna meet at 8 o'clock. We're having some of our Cub Scouts, and we're trying to get Girl Scouts and things like that to come and do some things like they did at our last work day.
What kind of paint are you using?
The school board is providing us with the paint. They provide us with the paint. We provide the labor. They provide all the supplies for us. We just let them know what we need, and they take care of that for us. What we did before is we cleaned. We used a little bleach solution to clean it up and get all of the gunk off of it, and then get it painted. The Cub Scouts kind of do clean up in the mulch areas and the pea gravel and the flower beds and things like that. Let's see. I think that's the biggest thing that we need volunteers for. Michelle, are you
October 7th?
October 7th.
you handling a time to sign up for lunch, snacks, and
Yes,
drinks?
and that's another thing. If you can't make
We're
it,
probably
but you
not
still
gonna
want to
do much of
participate,
that.
we
Don't
usually
have
do a
time
time
to
to
do
sign up for that also, and you can send refreshments, drinks, snacks, or whatever for the volunteers.
The other thing that's going to be going on that day, and the reason that we're scheduling for that day is because the AT&T Pioneers are coming out that day to do our United States map on the top of our bus drive. AT&T Pioneers is
Sorry, I should ask these after the meeting.
my wife works for AT&T, so through perusing their website, their intranet, she noticed that they do their retirees are the pioneers, and some of their active employees also are pioneers, and they do community service projects. And one of the things that they do for no charge to schools is to paint a very large United States map. They come out with a template, they put it out, and they paint it on the ground for you. It's pretty amazing at how few people, when my wife called about it, they said, oh yeah, we haven't done that in several years. So it's kind of, it really is.
I might have to tell them.
It really is. So absolutely.
Who is it that's doing it? Who is it that's doing it, Brandon?
AT&T Pioneers.
Okay, thank you.
So that's the big thing that's why that date is, they selected the date, so we're going to have to get back on top of that.
And that's
The 7th, that's correct. We're looking at between 8 and noon. Is when they're 8 to 2 is when they're planning on being here. They're not expecting it to take that long for their part of it. So we're thinking
Is there a
probably
rain
8.
date?
What's that?
Is there a rain date set?
No.
That is our rain date.
That is our rain date.
So donations that we would need for that, we'd like some food and drinks to feed the people who are there, scrubbing playground equipment and painting it and hanging out in the sun. And also, I know we needed cheap paintbrushes, paint thinner, and some painting buckets just to kind of bebop around. I don't know that we really need very much of any of that, but so those are things that we have to have, I guess, to get it done. And that's all I have for my new business. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yes.
Hi, my name is Tara Yard,
You don't have to. And I pointed at
and I'm a first grade teacher.
Do you want it or no?
I'm a first grade teacher. And
You're blurry in the back. There you go.
asked us to come in and to request money
for our grade level. This year, I'm humbled to request $500 as a resource to add nonfiction material to our first grade. This year, we are implementing new science standards, and I would like for the PTC to help our first grade team supplement materials for that. I'm nervous.
Guys, put it on me for a while.
Last year, we were able to get 18 different titles, 30 books per title, to supplement our kids' reading, to help them with AR testing. And I want to thank you very much. You're doing very well. And this year, we just want to continue that for the third year, actually, and move into more nonfiction, still maintaining with the AR.
Thank you. I think unless anybody opposes, we're all good voting yes on that.
Yay.
Yeah. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, good.
And can I just, no, I'm not. I just wanted to add that thank you for coming. It makes the budgeting and the treasury end of the year so much smoother. As soon as possible. We'd like to get that, we need to get that in before December.
So November is our last meeting of the year. We don't have a meeting in December.
Yeah.
So you have the October meeting and the November meeting
That's,
to turn those requests in.
that's the rationale behind the early date, because the money that PTC designates for you, like Ms. Hayes said, is for this year's students. So we want it to be used on something for this year's students.
Okay, so does anybody else have any questions about PTC stuff? Okay, so we're on to, that's the end of my part. If there's the school administration, if y'all have any announcements and stuff.
I don't think I do tonight.
Okay.
Other than the school opening, it's going very well. We're finally getting into a groove.
Yeah. I have a
I'm
bus
sorry.
finally too.
I'm slow, but I just thought of a question.
No, it's okay.
When are you gonna announce times for the symposium work days? Like, is that gonna be done
In the
on,
next week or
Facebook and everything?
week-ish.
Okay.
So before the first one.
Okay, cool.
I have to sit down and look at it.
Sure.
So I should have it by the end of this week.
Okay.
The time's laid out for all of that.
Cool.
Alright. And we'll have a list of things that we need by then too, because I have to call and start asking for cardboard donations and paint,
Mardi Gras beads.
Mardi Gras beads, feather boas, parasols, vuvuzelas.
I will go
Awesome.
through our collection and donate
Awesome.
as well.
Hot dogs and blue guns.
Oh, hot.
People who can use them.
Yep. So we'll keep all that information coming as it goes. Do you have teachers that are doing Leader in Me stuff tonight? Presentation.
didn't talk about that.
Okay. Do you want me to continue the Facebook Live for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry for the pressure.
So each PTC meeting we've done for the last 2 years, we are trying to just educate our parents about our Leader in Me program at our school. So would better to hear from not just your kids at home, but the teachers and share their experiences in the classroom. And we are in the beginning of the school year, so we do have about 250 new students on our campus. So we're kind of doing like a redo, and we do every year, but even more focused redo with all of the 7 habits in the first 7 weeks of school. So that's where we are. So who wants to go first?
I will do. I'm not even
Do I have, well, sorry, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
You don't have to watch yourself.
What's the music teacher? And a couple of the ways that I kind of incorporate the habits with my kindergarten and first grade students, I teach them a little song, and I actually just tried this year. Just a little song that I made up that we do to remind them that they're leaders and remind them of the expectations that will be safe, respectful, and responsible. And another thing I'm doing with my 3rd graders, we started this year bucket drumming, and I use synergizing a lot with that because in order, to be a good drummer, we have to work together. We have to synergize, stay on beat. So those are the ways that I kind of throw in the 7 habits. So
All right, I'll go. Oh, somebody was coming on. I'm Jennifer Bella, and I teach kindergarten. They're very new to the school. They're new to everything, so we do a lot of hand motions, going over the habits and incorporating it with, trying to incorporate it with everything we do. So that's how we get it in kindergarten.
I'm Amy Van Fleet. I teach first grade gifted. Each day in morning meeting, we go over some goals for the day. We talk about putting first things first and beginning with the end in mind so that we can have a great day and just review the habits each day as the kids are learning them.
And don't you put it like begin with the end in mind, that's the goals of the day,
Correct.
right? What they're going to be learning throughout the day.
Yes.
And instead of saying today's objective, what teachers did in the past, a lot of teachers put that as their title. We will begin with it in mind today. I've seen that lots and lots of rooms.
We're getting lots of good comments on that way.
Wish I was there.
Just so you know, there's 47 people watching.
I'm Karen Angel. I teach third grade. We have a lot of new students in third grade this year, so we've been piggybacking off of Miss Hayes and Miss Vitas every morning on WSN, just talking about the habits, explaining them in detail, having kids who have been here explain in their own words as well.
And what are the habits?
New cat. Wait, could you sing them?
Now we're going viral.
Over and over. Y'all got a close up on Miss Churchill?
Oh yeah, that was my video. That'll be on the WS. Thank you all for participating.
The 7 habits are based on, well, the Leader Me program is based on the 7 habits of highly effective people from Stephen Covey. So it was a book used in businesses, and then now they've incorporated into a program for children. And so they follow the same 7 habits, and we incorporate it into their lives on a daily basis to just get them on a good track. And yeah,
It's about being leaders in just their everyday lives.
There's a Leader in Me book that you can find at the bookstore that goes over how they incorporate it into schools. That's really good reading. And then if you haven't actually read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I love that book. They also do a board game for the kids to play about all the 7 habits. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, board game. I didn't know board game.
They do.
And there's more details, and as we go through the year, we'll explain. We'll get the kids keep data notebooks and keep track of their data through academics, behavior, attendance, and things like that.
So they get to hold themselves a bit more accountable, which is
We'll
the
also
nice
want you
part.
to come in for like leadership days and things like that when we open up our campus for you to see what the leaders look like here on campus in their everyday activities. We do 2 Synergy assemblies every 9 weeks where we celebrate them and their victories. Look for our boards on the hallway to just be bursting with lights of light and shining things. That is our theme this week, is let your light shine. So we encourage them to go from within and just exert all that for the rest of the world to see. So we really want you to continue to be involved and come for anything that we ask you to.
That was the thing for this week. I think she meant.
Oh, this year.
Well, let your light shine.
This week
One day
too.
at a time.
One day at a time.
Can I add one way that Woodvale has been proactive in that they started the recycling program that is spreading throughout the LPSS. So if you're new to Woodvale, know that Woodvale recycles. When we do have our volunteer days, that needs to be pointed out to our volunteers. If snacks are provided, that we can collect cans, empty cans and bottles, and those can go in the recycling dumpster, which is right adjacent to the trash dumpster. And it's important because in order for recycling to be affordable for our schools and not cost extra, we have to reduce the amount of trash we throw away, because it still costs to take it away from our school. So if we keep piling up the trash, we still have to pay to have that emptied. And then our recycling still has to be paid to be emptied. So point it out to our volunteers, remind your kids that if they're throwing away a piece of paper in the trash, it goes in the recycling box in the teacher's classroom. because I think it's been going very well. There's glitches, and we're addressing them, at least trying to. But
more so with the pickup, but as far as recycling school-wide, I think the kids and teachers are doing a great job.
For any new parents, I don't know if y'all know, but Catherine was one of the parents that started the recycling, put trash in her car.
And Amanda too.
And Amanda, but she moved. But Catherine was one of the two first, who were putting trash in their car and driving it to the recycling thing for a year or two.
Just half a year.
Just half a year.
You can say it 2 years.
Okay. Well, I know Amanda was collecting trash and putting it in her car way long before she got everyone out. So, I mean, I feel like at Woodvale, we are, an exemplary school, and people are, modeling what we're doing, and it's just awesome that the recycling started here. So, just for the new parents to know.
All right. Anybody else? Okay. It is 6:31. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everybody.